A two-judge bench of the Supreme Court comprising of Justices Ashok Bhushan and M.R. Shah today expressed disappointment with the affidavit filed by the central government in the suo motu migrant crisis matter, stating that the affidavit was completely silent on the registration aspect of the migrant workers. Advocate Prashant Bhushan reminded the bench that it was last year that the Supreme Court had ordered for the registration of migrant workers to be completed, and that it was a year since the registration is still stuck, and that it was perhaps that the central government was not interested to complete the process. The Supreme Court today has directed the central government to complete the work on the national database for unorganized workers undertaken by the Ministry of Labour and Employment, with collaboration and coordination of the states, should be completed at an early date. The Supreme Court has directed that the work on the common national database for the unorganized workers should be completed at the earliest, so that the benefits of schemes reach the actual beneficiaries from the grassroots level to the higher authorities. The Supreme Court has directed that the migrant workers who are stranded at any part of India would be provided with dry ration under the Atmanirbhar scheme or any other state-specific schemes. This specific direction has been given to all the states and union territories. Lastly, regarding community kitchens, the court has clarified that it is the states or the union territories' responsibility to provide community kitchen and cooked food to the migrant workers who are stranded. Advocate Prashant Bhushan pressed before the two-judge bench that there should be some kind of direct cash transfers for these migrant workers, especially in the face of them losing employment opportunities. The Supreme Court has clarified that cash transfers is an issue which solely falls under the domain of policy decisions of the state government, and it would not interfere in the same. However, in its affidavit from all the states and union territories, the Supreme Court has also sought details about such cash transfers being given in all the states across India. The Supreme Court today was hearing a petition seeking ex gratia compensation of about 4 lakhs to the families of the deceased COVID-19 patients across India. Senior Advocate S.B. Upadhyay mentioned before the bench that there needs to be certain kind of uniform policy in place for issuing death certificates to the families of COVID-19 patients, so that the reason of death is COVID-19 and nothing else, so that they can avail such ex gratia compensation at a later date. Justice Shah agreed with the proposition and also told Solicitor General Tushar Mehta that often when a patient dies of COVID-19, the hospital mentions either a lung disease or a cardiac arrest, which could have been a result of nothing else but than COVID-19. The Supreme Court today has asked the central government to place before the top court any policy of such regarding the death certificates being issued to the families of COVID-19 patients. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta informed the bench that he understands what the bench was hinting at and that a reply would be filed in the top court. The Supreme Court on Monday has sought the response of the central government on a plea seeking directions to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs to fill up the vacancies of the chairperson of the National Company Law Tribunal and the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal without any delay, and to expedite the process of selection started in 2019. The three-judge bench was hearing interim applications filed by the National Company Law Appellate and National Company Law Tribunal bar associations, also seeking directions to reappoint the members whose 5-year tenure would be coming to an end in May and June 2021. The petition contended that the central government was not even considering the appointment process or to begin the recruitment process to fill the vacancies in NCLT and NCLAT. Well, that's all from Supreme Court today. Do stay tuned with Supreme Court Today tomorrow as well, and don't forget to like and share barandbench.com.